Hi everyone, this video is to explain the meaning of your PSAT score that you should have received if you completed both of the Google forms on the PSAT practice test, both the non-calculator and calculator. Only pay attention to the sections that are circled in yellow. Those are the ones that are going to correspond to what we're going to be using in class. The reading and writing test and the math test score, those are not going to be applicable to what we're looking at. So I only want you to focus on what's scored in or what's circled in yellow. So how to read this chart, for example, if you scored a total of 18 points between the non-calculator and calculator sections together, you would follow that over and you can see your PSAT score for math would be a 490. So a 490 on the PSAT is not a bad score at all. The PSAT actually considers 510 to be their, quote, passing level. So this would be where they would expect a fall junior to be in their understanding of mathematics. You can see for this test, to get to 510, you actually have to get 20 questions correct. Typically, the 510 level is around half of the questions correct, although depending on the difficulty of the test, you may need to get a little bit more or a little bit less in order to reach that 510 level. So this one is actually for less than half. So that just goes to show that this was a slightly more difficult practice test because you did have to get less than that halfway threshold to reach 510. Now, if you're not at 510, I wouldn't panic about that. Again, this was just practice to kind of give you a starting spot of where your skills are. And I know not everybody that took this was a junior. Some of you guys were sophomores. So your level would be a little bit lower than that 510. But again, 510 is what we're going to be aiming for. We will be doing some other practice throughout the year. This is the only PSAT practice we're going to work on, but we will be doing some SAT practice, which is very similar. There's just a few extra questions in the non-calculator and calculator section, and I believe the calculator section also gives you some more time. So just know that there will be opportunities to show your improvement as we move through the year and move through the material. So again, if you didn't get the score that you like, please don't panic. Check over your score, read over the release test, and let me know if you have any questions.